Yo guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another Doctor Who video. And I had just gotten back to making Doctor Who content on this YouTube channel, like 3 days ago, and right off the bat, we haven't had any Doctor Who news for a very long time, but two or 3 days after I come back and announce that I'm making Doctor Who YouTube videos and content around the TV show again, of course we get a huge announcement. Now, I was already working on doing a Doctor Who update video on what the future of the show looks like, and I'm still working on that video. That is 100% still happening, and that video is probably going to be quite a big video. I'm thinking probably like a 20-minute video or so, something along them lines. But I couldn't help but wait to go ahead and make a video on this, because this is actually quite exciting. We've actually got some concrete news now that we can drop on the new series of Doctor Who. So let's go ahead and get into this right now. So I've got some screenshots that I'm going to go ahead and throw up on screen right now. So this first one says, Doctor Who will be back on our screens Christmas 2026 with a special episode written by Russell T Davies. So this actually confirms that we are going to be having a Christmas special episode airing on Christmas Day in 2026. Yes, that is a little bit annoying, because yes, we do have to wait. Again, we've got another gap of just over a year. But there is going to be a spin-off series, and I actually do have a video planned on about the spin-off series, because it's coming very soon. It is literally going to be coming to the screens very soon. Apparently by Christmas, but I have no idea, of all the details of that kind of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do a bit more of a deep dive into that. But continuing, with Disney Plus confirming that they will not be partnering on the next season of the sci-fi show, the BBC remain fully committed to the show and will announce plans for the next series in due course to ensure the Doctor's adventures continue. So this also confirms another big thing that we have been waiting for a very long time. Will Disney stay producing Doctor Who? Will Disney drop off the thing? And Disney Plus have decided to not go ahead and carry on creating and producing Doctor Who, which is kind of a sigh of relief, because at the moment Disney seem to be touching about every franchise and ruining everything. I mean, look what they did with Star Wars. They've literally taken such a good franchise and destroyed it. It's yeah, the state of Star Wars right now is not looking great. And yeah, they did a couple of questionable things with the Doctor Who franchise, but overall, I'm kind of glad that the BBC are going to go back to producing this, and I believe they are still going to be partnering with Bad Wolf Studios, so that they do get the extra funding that should hopefully bring a good, maybe even elevated quality to the show, whilst hopefully getting some really good episodes. So that is basically all we can gather from this, other than obviously that they are planning on obviously going ahead with the next series of the show, which is pretty cool. Below here we have something else right here. It says, Lindsay Salt, director of drama, BBC, says, "We'd like to thank Disney Plus for being terrific global partners and collaborators over the past 2 seasons." And I'm guessing this is pretty much just the PR version of this, and saying like, thank you for being like a part of Doctor Who. Yeah. But yeah. And for upcoming The War Between the Land and the Sea, which is the spin-off series, still not convinced on the name. I think it is quite big name for a series, just calling it The War Between the Land and the Sea. Like, I think it should be a little bit shorter in my opinion, but BBC are going to do what they want to do, and Disney are going to do what they want to do. The BBC remains fully committed to Doctor Who, so that's nice to know that they are still fully committed. That does debunk any rumours that have been going around that the BBC are going to completely drop the show, which, I mean, I have said in past videos that it is always a possibility, but it kind of seems ridiculous for, like, the BBC to actually go ahead and drop their literally highest grossing show on the entire network. Like, I would definitely argue that it's probably the most profitable, you know, show on the network, 100%. Which continues to be one of our most loved dramas, yeah, as you can see. And we're delighted that Russell T Davies has agreed to write us another spectacular Christmas special for 2026. So we're also getting the confirmation that it is going to be written by Russell T Davies, which is pretty exciting. I want to see how he's going to tackle this. Again, he's got a year to work on this, so I'm hoping that he puts the time into this Christmas special and makes it just a really, really good episode, because we definitely need that. We can assure fans the Doctor is not going anywhere, and we will be announcing plans for the next series in due course, which will ensure that TARDIS remains at the heart of the BBC. So, from that, I think that they are going to be working on the next series next year. And I think that they are going to be doing a teaser for the Christmas special after The War Between the Land and the Sea basically is released. So they get like a little thing which is like, the Doctor will return at Christmas or something like that. And then I believe that they are going to produce and release the Christmas special. And then after the Christmas special, I believe that they are actually going to go ahead and drop a teaser for the next season of the show, or make some kind of announcement, because I think it would definitely be a perfect time to announce a series. Maybe having the next series come out like maybe like later on in 2027 would be a good idea for that, because it does give a little bit of a gap, but it also allows that we get some new Doctor Who content in 2027 and get a full series in that year, which, fingers crossed, hopefully that is what is in store for us all for 2026 and 2027. So yeah, that is basically all of the updates on this subject. As I said, I am going to be working very much on a brand new video to release very, very soon. That is very much in the works, so brand new video is coming out very, very soon, which basically looks over everything a little bit more. We're going to look into a bit more of the articles and a couple of other topics to do with Doctor Who in that big update that I want to be releasing about the future of the show. We also are going to be doing a video dedicated to the War Between the Land and the Sea, which is obviously that spin-off series. So we've got plenty of videos in the works that are definitely Doctor Who related, news-wise. I've got a couple of other videos as well that are kind of just, you know, on my laptop right here that I can release if we are a little bit low on Doctor Who news. But I can imagine that we're going to have a lot more upcoming news and videos coming out over the coming months as we get up to the release of the War Between the Land and the Sea. So that is pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and smash the like on this video if you want more Doctor Who content on this YouTube channel. I am excited to be back making this kind of content about a TV show that I am genuinely passionate about. So yeah, this is going to be pretty exciting. And yeah, exciting times ahead. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. Also, the 10 years merchandise is available right now. It is a limited edition collection. So if you want to go ahead and support the channel and cop yourself some cool merch, which some of it I'm wearing right here, you can go ahead and do that in the link in the description. There's a lot of merchandise available. We've got caps, we've got beanies, we've got stickers, we've got t-shirts and hoodies. I believe that is literally everything that we have in the store. So go ahead and check the link in the description for the merchandise, and go ahead and pick yourself up some of the Hollow Softest merch right here. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.